Hey everybody, I'm going to go through a problem from the summer work packet. It's on page 3 at the bottom. So you are given these two problems to do, A and B. A is easier, B is kind of medium level. I'm going to demonstrate this problem right here, which is very similar to B, which you are given. The one I'm doing is actually a little bit more difficult just because there's that +2 here. So hopefully after watching this video you'll be able to do B and A as well. So this type of problem where we're finding f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, this is going to be really important about the second or third week of school in defining a derivative. However, we don't know anything about derivatives yet in an AP calculus way, so all we're going to think about here is evaluating a function. And we all know how to evaluate, so let me break this down into a couple steps here. The first thing we want to do is find f of x plus h. We need to find this, then we're going to subtract f of x. Well, I already know what f of x is. It's right here. And h is just in the denominator, which will cancel anyway. So once we find f of x plus h, most of the work will be done for us. So let's go down here and do f of x plus h. Now remember, whatever is in these parentheses, that's what you need to plug into your function. So I highlighted it in yellow to help you see here. When I found f of x, whoops, whoa, what's happening? When I found f of x, the x was here. Now I want to find f of x plus h. So what that means is everywhere that there was an x, I'm going to put an x plus h. Now a big thing you want to keep in mind here is that x plus h quantity squared is not just x squared plus h squared. We need to FOIL. So let me write this out here so it's easier to see how the FOILing is done. Just keep that 2 at the end. So x times x is x squared. X times h is xh. H times x is hx. H times h is h squared. There's still that +2. Now xh and hx are really the same thing. So xh plus xh is just 2xh. There we go. So x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 2. This is equal to f of x plus h. So let's take this, and we're going to ultimately be plugging it into here. Oops, black here. So now we're ready to plug everything into the overall expression and see what cancels. So f of x plus h, I have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 2. Now I'm going to subtract f of x. Now put parentheses there. F of x, we just defined it here, is x squared plus 2. Those parentheses are very important because you're going to need to distribute the minus sign. So I have x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 2 minus x squared minus 2 all over h. Notice what cancels x squared minus x squared. 2 and 2. Whenever you do this, especially when we talk about derivatives, there should always be something canceling. If it doesn't, it means you did something wrong. So let's see what I have left over. I have 2xh and I have h squared. That's all over h. There's a couple ways to look at the next step. You could see, oh, everything has an h, so you can just cancel it out. A common way to see it in calculus is people factor out an h in the numerator because I have an h here. Oh my god. I have an h here, and I have h squared here. So if I factor an h out, I have 2x left over. If I factor an h out of h squared, all I have is an h left. That's all over h. And h over h cancels, leaving you with 2x plus h. And you're done.